Hello, everyone. We are going to be starting a kind of a two different lessons for kind of two special lessons. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break from our normal poetry lessons here for the next couple of days to work on Mother's Day poems. You're going to see that I have two lessons planned, and today's going to be for lesson number one. So step one, kind of like with all of these, is to watch the lesson videos about these poems, or like usually, when I first planned these out, I was planning on just having one lesson, but they've been turning out to be a few different lessons. But the first steps are just watching the videos just to learn about this, what you are doing. While you're watching the video, you'll see that I'm going through these notes. But you can open these notes afterwards just to go back and relook at things. And for this one, that's going to probably be really, really important. You're going to see why. So step two, it says here, open these notes. Open this for notes about the lesson. So I'm going to start by reading the goal up at the top. The goal says, and you read it with me, and I can use figurative language. Ready? I can use figurative language and similes to create a Mother's Day poem. And so that's what we're going to be using similes. And that's going to be the first part I'm going to be teaching you about today is what is a simile. And we have talked about similes before in class, but it's a really good reminder. So step one, read this to learn about similes. A simile is a comparison phrase which finds similar characteristics in two objects and compares them, always by using the words like or as. Writers often use similes to make their writing richer and give the reader a good picture of what is being described. For example, the spilt milk was like a lake. So I'm right down here, the spilt milk was like a lake. So I am comparing two things. So like when I say comparison phrase, basically a comparison phrase means a comparison sentence. So the spilt milk was like a lake. So I'm they take two objects and compare them. So like I'm taking spilt milk, that's one object, lake two. So the spilt milk was like a lake. That means there was so much milk from the spill that it looked like a lake. So meaning not just a little bit of a spill, a huge spill. Now, it doesn't really look like a lake. That's why you go back to, this is called figurative language. So the sentence doesn't really mean that. It just means that there's a lot. The next one is the thunder roared like an angry lion. So it's big, huge, loud thunder, and it's not, the thunder actually is not a lion, but it's so big it sounds like an angry lion roar. Then the next one is the desert was as dry as sandpaper. I mean, the desert was, if you've ever felt sandpaper, you use sandpaper to kind of smooth wood. If you have when you're working with wood and you make cuts and stuff on it and you're trying to shape it into something, you can get kind of rough edges. You can cut yourself or get splinters. Sandpaper helps smooth it out, but it's very dry. So that's what you're taking those different objects to help it kind of compare. So I'm just saying, there was a lot of spilt milk. It gives the reader a better picture in their mind, like, wow, that's a lot of milk if it's like a big lake. Or, oh man, that was an angry lion. Thunder can be really loud, so I can really kind of picture that in my head. Or, ooh, that sandpaper really is, or the desert really is dry, like sandpaper. So that gives me just a kind of a better picture in my mind of what is happening. And then it always uses those words like or as. So the spilt milk was like a lake. The thunder roared like an angry lion. The desert was as dry as sandpaper. So we're going to be using similes like that to help us with our poem. And so down below then, step two, this is the template to create your poem. This is why I was saying this note page, this is probably going to be step, we'll see as I'm kind of going here. But the step two, open this for notes about the lesson. You're going to want this because of this template. So when you are writing your poem, we're going to be doing it in Pick Kids, on a pick board, you're going to start it with my mom. Okay? So that's what you're going to be starting with, my mom. and you're going to get to use all of these different sentences. Now, there's a ton of sentences here. I really, for this poem, the more the better. So you're going to see it's a lot. You're going to be having to think about a lot of different things to kind of describe your mom. Um, it's going to be really, it's going to make the poem that much stronger, that much better. So you're going to really, really want to do that. Now, you'll see down below, I have some different kinds of coaching tips, some things that you can do. You can make up your own sentences here. You don't have to use mine. You can make up your own, and change them up, whatever you want to do. But you're going to want to do more than less, because you're going to want to make this a good, really strong poem. One thing you're going to want to do, make sure you have a title on it. Like I called mine just My Mom. But my mom is pretty like a, and so there you just think about, you're going to be comparing your mom something pretty. So instead of saying my mom is pretty like a, and I would say like maybe a rose or like a flower. My mom is as kind as a, so then I think, ooh, kind. Who is somebody who's really, really kind? Always really, really nice. Oh, you know what? My mom is as kind as a, somebody who's always in my mind is really kind is like a nurse. My mom is as kind as a nurse. And I know some of you who have parents who are nurses, so you always know. But my mom is as kind as a nurse. I like that one. My mom is sweet like a, or I could just say my mom is sweet like, ooh, I'm going to take off that word a, and this is where you could change it up that best fits you. My mom is sweet like candy. I'm going to change it. I want that one. My mom is as nice as, trying to think what's really, really nice. My mom is as nice as, maybe as nice as a kitten. Kittens are really, really nice usually, cuddly. My mom is cute like, mom is cute, and that's where you could use the word kitten instead. So maybe I'd want to do as nice as a puppy. My mom is cute like a kitten. But that's what I mean here. Like, you're going to keep working, trying to go through this list, trying to think of ways to compare your mom to different things. My mom is as funny as a knock-knock joke. My mom is special like a, my mom is special like a sunset. My mom is special like a rainbow. My mom is as helpful as a, I think, what is something that's really helpful? Oh, I know. My mom is as helpful as a firefighter. My mom is caring like a, no, let's think. Caring like a, and I always like to think about animals that are really, really caring. Oh, my mom is caring like a mother. I always think about, like a mother chimpanzee. You think about like monkeys or like chimpanzees. I always see like on movies or like at zoo, always taking care of their little babies. And I love my mom because she loves me, or so I want you just to think of it, think about the best that you can on this. Try to think of as many ideas as you can. If you really can't think of something, you don't have to do that sentence. You can always ask me for help and ideas about this. But don't go through this fast. Take as much time as you can. I have my poem written right next to me. But hopefully you saw me modeling and practicing, like trying to think, okay, trying to think. I'm not trying to do it fast. But here's some coaching tips. Use the template to help create the lines. So when I say use the template, use this to help you create these different lines. You can use your own ideas instead of using the template if you want. So you don't have to use those up there, but you can use mine. Reread your poem when you're done. Make sure each line or sentence ends in a comma or a period. Think about your mom as you write your lines, and have fun. When you're done, submit it to Schoology. Schoology is best. You can send it to Google Chat, but Schoology is absolute best. Because I'm going to be sending this to your family for you when you're done. But yeah, have fun and let me know if you have any questions about this. Okay, just yeah, take your time on this, everybody, and make sure to reread when done. Okay, bye.